Hello everybody, have a little change of scenery today because I'm just trying to be outside more when I create and just outside more in general. Sorry I don't have a super aesthetically pleasing background, but like the background won't matter much anyways. I'm gonna be inserting pictures and videos, but today I'm gonna be talking a little bit about my fur babies. So I have a total of 4 cats currently. How did this happen, you may ask? Well, my first cat, his name is Mocha. He was a gift from my first boyfriend. Let me paint the scene for you. I think we had not talked for a day, and then he just called me up randomly, and I heard a meow. He's like, I got you a cat for our anniversary. Honestly, W boyfriend. But I was not allowed to have cats at the time, and at the time he didn't have a car. We were both too young to have cars, so he literally bussed with the cat in his backpack, the kitten in his backpack, and brought him to my house, and I bonded with him. And then I was crying because I realized I wasn't able to keep him, but then I told my mom about him and she saw me crying, and so she eventually let me keep the cat. But anyways, Mocha, Mokey Mokes, Mr. Mokes, my grumpy, cuddly, misunderstood Siamese. I love him so much. He is about 10 years old now. He's getting real tired. He doesn't like to play as much, but his favorite things to play with are definitely hair ties. He will play fetch still. Not as much now, but he still plays. That's like the one thing that'll get him going again. But other than that, right now he just enjoys sleeping and cuddling, and I'm literally, me and my dad are the only people he's like close with, and my mom, but she was once bitten and twice shy. She literally got bitten by him. And I warn people, he's misunderstood. I don't like to say he's mean. I like to say he's misunderstood because, you know, cats can't say to you, hey, I don't want to be pet right now. And sometimes people don't understand their body language and stuff, and that's all they really have to communicate sometimes. Or their little meows, and people don't understand that either. So I warn people, like, Mocha's misunderstood, so it's better just not to get close to him because he is the kind to bite to tell you something, you know? Yeah, a lot of people have been bitten by Mocha, and I believe he means well. He's just misunderstood, but we love him. Oh, and I didn't even talk about where my ex got Mocha. So apparently he was walking in the area he lived, and this guy had a bunch of kittens in his lawn. And there was one kitten who was like the runt of the litter, and they kind of discarded him, and he was sleeping in a helmet. He told me he was sleeping in a helmet in the lawn, and the guy was like, you want a cat? And he gave him the one that was all alone. So I don't know how that happened, but yeah, then I had a cat. Super random. Then my second cat, I weaseled into the house when I realized I was at school a lot of the day and Mocha was alone, and it made me sad, so I thought he needed a buddy. So I went with my dad, not with my mom's permission, to go get a cat from a cat shelter. Luna, she was a kitten at the time. I knew I wanted to get a kitten because I thought the kitten would be less threatening to my Mocha, who I already had. And I literally wanted a female kitten, ideally, and the first shelter I went to with my dad had a little female kitten, little black female kitten, and I named her Luna after Luna in Sailor Moon, and she's just the sweetest, most loving, like, she would not hurt a fly, actually. Her favorite toy is the laser pointer. She's really chonky right now. That's my bad. I need to get better with feeding. If anyone has tips, please let me know because I'm trying to work on that. But God, she's just such a sweetheart. The only sad thing is, like, because the other 2 cats I'm going to talk about next are boys and Mocha's a boy, I feel like she's kind of gotten, like, they've kind of dominated the fortress, if you know what I'm saying. Like, Luna just has her one spot in the house where she sticks to, and the boys just kind of run wild, and sometimes they'll try to go up to her and she's just like scared of them. Sometimes they have little cute moments, and maybe I have footage of it here because anytime I see it I'm like, oh my god, I have to take a picture or video because when does this happen? But yeah, if anyone has tips for that too, how to help her feel comfortable with all of the boys, because when it was just her and Mocha, it was pretty good, but now that I have the 2 others, it's like a little rough for her. But yeah, Luna, the sweet angel baby, named after Luna from Sailor Moon. I love her so much. She is 10, about 10 too, I would say. She's only like a few months younger than Mocha, I think, or like half a year. So not a big difference there, but yeah, when it was just those 2, they got along pretty well. The only thing was he was trying to mate with her, so then I had to get him neutered, which helped him calm down a lot, but sometimes he still does that. I mean, animal instinct, I guess. Then after Mr. Moki Mokes and Mrs. Loons, my pretty lady, I got my 3rd cat. So it was the 2 cats for like 8 years. Like the 2 cats for 8 years, and then I got a text on Mother's Day like 2 years ago from my nephew, and he said, "Do you want a kitten?" And I was like, this is a sign. It's Mother's Day and he's asking if I want a kitten, and I was like, I can't have another kitten. I still live at home. My mom would kill me. I already have 2 cats, and but I was like, let me see it. And so I got this picture, maybe I still have it, I can insert it here, but of this bug-eyed, crazy-looking little kitty, and I fell in love. I was just like, oh my god, he needs a home. What if he went to another home and they didn't take as good care of him, or what if they didn't give him the kind of love that I can give him? And I love him so much. And so what had happened with this cat was my nephew had been watching this kitten after his friend rescued the kitten from an abusive home. The kitten was living with his brother in a home with drugs and needles laying around, and they did not have food, they did not have water, they did not have a place to poop or pee. The lady literally would just lay out diapers for them to pee and poop on. And yeah, not great living conditions. So this girl rescued them from there, brought them to my nephew, and my nephew could not keep them, and he literally said to me, "You're the only person I know that would take a cat on a whim." And I did. That's exactly what I did. They brought the cat over to my I was at my ex-boyfriend's house at the time, and my sister and my nephew drove over the little kitten in his little carrying crate, and he was immediately so loving. My boyfriend was asleep, so I brought the kitten into the bathroom and I took him out, and I assumed he might be a little scared. No, he was so happy to see me. He did not even know me, but he ran up to me like he knew me my whole life, and he was just nudging me and purring so loud, and just the sweetest little cuddliest furry fluffy crazy-eyed kitty. And I just fell in love, and I named him Iggy because I knew he needed like a crazy name. Also, I named Mocha because the color of his fur, and my favorite drink at the time was a mocha. Luna, I already explained, but Iggy, I knew he needed a crazy name because when I saw his crazy eyes in that first photo, I was like, he cannot just have any old name. He's got to have something interesting, you know? Then, about after a week of having Iggy and him settling in just fine, oh my gosh, he just loved it here, and I was just so happy he was in a good home, you know? A warm home with food and water. He was so happy. Then I saw my nephew post on Snapchat a video of a little black kitten, and I was like, they don't have a little black kitten. Why is there a little black kitten in his story? Is this the brother? So I messaged him and he said, yes, it's the brother. And I was like, I separated them? What do you mean? I thought the other one went to another home. Oh my god. And I was freaking out because I was like, oh my god, am I gonna have 2 cats? What's going on? And he was like, yeah, I bonded with him, so I didn't want to let him go yet. And I was like, okay, that's valid, but like now I have to take this cat and I have to keep Iggy because I already brought Iggy home and he loves it here, and I have to reunite the brothers. So then came in Boba, middle initial T. Boba is just so sweet. Sometimes I wish I named him Shadow because he is my little shadow. In the morning, the first one to be at my door or to just sleep in my room is Boba, and he was a little shy at first when he came over here. First of all, he was so excited to see Iggy. I don't know if I have footage of those first moments, but if I do, I'll insert it. But there's plenty of moments of just them cuddling all the time. They instantly were like, oh, so happy to be together. And I was like, oh my god, I made the right decision. It was such a special moment to see them reunited and in a safe home. And Boba, yeah, he's kind of like Luna in the way that he would never hurt a fly, but he's also just more playful and mischievous, I guess. And him and his brother are a whole other dynamic, Iggy and Boba. That's a little bit about my fur babies. Yeah, that's pretty much it for them. I'm trying to think if there's anything more specific. All of my cats have been neutered and spayed. They get along really well for the most part. They all kind of keep to themselves. It's another reason why I like cats. They're just so chill. Thanks for watching.